What's up, e-bikers? So I want to do a little video today on the top e-bike brands. So I'm going to start a little series this year of just sort of basic e-bike buying tips and for the channel. So I'll create a playlist for that, for those tips. But the first one I want to talk about just who are the best e-bike brands out there, who are the most popular, right? And also who are kind of the best, most trustworthy in terms of things like customer service. So I've been in the industry for like a year and a half now, just using e-bikes and writing about them and podcasting about them. So I've come to know all the top brands, and hopefully this will save you a little time in your research as far as who's out there, who you should be looking at overall. So I have a list of maybe, I don't know, 13 or 14 brands on here. So if you go to EbikeStrong.com, you can find this article. I'll put a link in the description to the article as well, where I talk about the top e-bike brands. So, there are literally dozens, if not, there's probably like 100 different e-bike companies out there right now. Most of those are kind of Chinese direct-to-consumer plays with very minimal customer service and support. They just sell e-bikes through, e-commerce sites and Amazon. And a lot of their customer service is hit and miss. So, when you're buying your first e-bike, you really want to have that peace of mind in terms of who you're buying from, right? So I think this list will help you out there. You definitely want to, that should be one of your criteria is good customer service overall. So, this list here I'm going to show you is kind of just based on my own experience and research. It's not meant to be a definitive list by any means. So if your company's not on this list, don't hate on me. I'm just trying to highlight the brands I've seen that people are talking about, that I see people writing, and the ones that I've owned as well. So take that for what you will. So I did a little montage here of the logos. I'll run through the names real quick, and then we'll just chat briefly about each of them. So yeah, Rad Power Bikes, obviously, Electric e-bikes, Avon, Ride One Up, Electric Bike Co., Pedego, of course, Bike Tricks, Canada, Psi Rusher, Magnum, Juiced, Sondors, and Hemingway. So that is, let's see, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 12 different manufacturers there. So the first dozen here is who you should look at. These to me are, and this is a North American based list, right? So there's other companies out there like Van Moof in Europe and things like that, Reese and Mueller, but those are mainly European bikes. These are kind of focused on North American market, mainly USA. So Rad, of course, is by far the industry's biggest company, and their bikes are quite popular with riders. They employ hundreds of people out there in Seattle, Washington. So they have the biggest company on this list as far from a bike sold standpoint and from an employee-based standpoint. They've been around since 2007, and they headquartered in Seattle, Washington. They've got hundreds of millions of dollars in funding. Word on the street is they're going to be doing some manufacturing in the U.S. as well. And so look at Rad Power Bikes is one of the choices out there. They have frames and styles for everyone out there. I don't know, 6 or 7 different types of e-bikes you can buy. Pedego, of course, they're actually the first e-bike company I ever heard about years ago. They have retail stores, dealers throughout the country. I know they do a lot of rentals as well, I believe. So check their website for, maybe a dealer near you if you want to go test drive one. I know there's one in Connecticut and Norwalk. Electric, based out of Phoenix, Arizona. My first ever e-bike was Electric XP. It's probably the most talked about e-bike company in the past 2 years, famous for their customer service. They've got dozens of people on staff there in Phoenix waiting to take your calls and answer your phone and chats. And their line of e-bikes, sell for $99. So it's one of, if not the best affordable e-bike you can buy today. And they've sold over 100,000 of those. Next would be Electric Bike Company, EBC, based in California. I think they're in Santa Monica, if I'm not mistaken. They make these cruiser style e-bikes. All of them are custom made to your specifications. They're built right there in California. They even make some of their own parts as well, like the wooden fenders they sell, and just really high end but affordable, right? You can buy a electric bike for like $1,500-$1,600 maybe, something like that, as their basic. I think it's the Model E. and just really nice quality. You can choose from almost any kind of paint job you want on there, and mix and match colors and accessories as well. Uh, Aventon, based in Brea, California. They're owned by a company called Avon Sports, and they started around 2017. I guess they started as a fixed gear bike company, a regular bike company, and transitioned to e-bikes starting in 2017. So they make some great quality bikes as well. Juiced Bikes, another California-based electric bike company that uses a direct-to-consumer model. Their company was founded in 2009 by Tora Harris. He's a Princeton graduate with a degree in mechanical and aerospace engineering. And he's also an Olympian. He's a 2004 Olympian in the high jump as well. So he leads that company, and they make, I think, kind of, what are they known for? I'd say kind of speed-based bikes. They like, if you want to go fast, you can actually unlock their bikes to go, I think, like, 28, 30 miles an hour. And so they're coming out with a 20 by 4 inch this year, which I'm really looking forward to checking out. But Juice Bikes is on the list. You've got Psi Rusher, and they're a Chinese company, but they do have a warehouse and support team here in the U.S. I wanted to point them out. They have a pretty decent sized Facebook group as well. They kind of specialize in colorful off-road e-bikes, so a lot of dual suspension type things, a lot of different cool colors. Just come out the Komoda step through, first dual suspension step through e-bike on the market. So probably around $2,000 is something what they go for. And check out that video on the link there. You can actually tour their operations there. I think they're in Utah, where their bikes get shipped to, and then they ship out to you, the consumer. But they've got a small team there of customer service. A lot of these companies have really, are like 5 to 10 people, because all the bikes are made overseas, and they bring them over here and just do the sales and marketing and service of them. So you just keep that in mind, right? Obviously, the biggest companies, I would say, are Rad, Pedego, Electric, and EBC, the top 4 here. I would say these are the biggest as far as just presence in the U.S., employees, things like that. Let's see here. Ride One Up. I just reviewed their Core 5 on the channel, based in San Diego, founded in 2018. Just high quality electric bikes at competitive prices. So again, their Core 5 is, I think, a good choice for an entry level e-bike if you don't want the fat tires like electric offers. Check out that one, the Core 5, or one of their other, I think it's the Roadster as well, you can look at. Himaway, according to the company, they have 50,000 customers, and they've increased they just put out a press release saying they increased training for their staff. They increased the number of customer support personnel to ensure service 24 hours a day, I guess. They're kind of known for their now long range e-bikes. I think all their new bikes have 20 amp hour batteries, in the $1,800, $2,000, $2,200 type of prices there. Of course, you got Saunders, launched in 2015 through a crowdfunding campaign. They make some interesting design bikes that are out there. Magnum, they're a little bit older, so founded in 2010. They make just some really kind of, they're like regular looking bikes almost, with just great parts, pretty solid battery sizes, interesting wheel choices. They have these nice brown wheels on some of their bikes. So cruiser bikes and some other stuff as well. So check out Magnum. And then lastly, I'll mention Bike Tricks. They're based in Canada. They make some really nice dual battery e-bikes. They do cost a little bit more, around $3,000, maybe a little bit more than that. They got some physical stores there in Canada. They have 20 employees, and they ship worldwide. So I wanted to throw them on the list. I think they're a good company as well to check out. They're a pretty good YouTube channel, and what have you. So I'll also mention 3 high-end brands. You got Specialized, Turn, and Trek. Of course, they also make non-e-bikes. So I did want to mention them at least. So those are the kind of companies you want to look at. It's 15 companies there. Most of these bikes, at least the ones up here, are going to cost between $1,000 and $3,000. You can certainly spend more, but Rad Power Bikes, Electric Bike Co., Electric, Aventon, Pedego, Ride One Up, Psi Rusher, Magnum, Himaway, Saunders, and Juice Bikes. are definitely, take a look at those guys first before you look elsewhere. I think you'll be happier with one of those choices, especially if it's your first e-bike, right? And you want something you can trust, that if you need help with, you can count on them. And, generally speaking, these are the companies that people are talking about out there. If you go on the Facebook groups and you search social media, these are kind of the core. I think they hold a core market share, at least here in the U.S. market, that you can look at. So that's my list. So again, go to ebikestrong.com and check out that list. And I'll do some more e-bike buying tips in the future as well. If it's a brand here you think I should add to it, leave a comment as well. And if there are other just kind of basic e-bike buying questions, let me know as well in the comments. I'm going to do some more of these basic tip videos for newbies out there, especially if you're first-time buyers, and help you decide which e-bike is right for you. So certainly hit that like and subscribe button, and thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.